And on the left-hand side, and our man Edwards comes through in the clutch. Left, you might have Higgins, but he doesn't get the throw off. He doesn't get the throw off in time, and the Sharks do not convert the two-point conversion. And we left the door open right here. They're gonna hand it off, and Wright has got a hole the size of Texas to walk right in, and they tie this ball game up. And Wright is just gonna walk right into the end zone. And Arizona is gonna walk out with a come from behind triple overtime victory. And the Sharks drop their third game in a row. And I'll be honest, this is a devastating loss. Shark Nation, man, what's good? How you doing? How you feeling? Welcome back. I'm Ice G3, 3000 to be exact, man, and we have got another episode of the Ncaa 06 Next Dynasty with the Seattle Blue Sharks. And listen, man, last week was a devastating triple overtime loss to Arizona. And honestly, it was a game that we had in our hands the whole time, and we let it slip. And so after that, man, there's been a lot of talking about Coach Hughes, and honestly, most of it has been negative. Whole lot of scrutiny coming down, man. If we look at social media, we got a lot of people talking. We got a lot of chit chat, a lot of chatter. And so if we actually take a look at some of the stuff that's being said online, man, we got Joe Schmo talking about, bruh, the Sharks hype is over. Hashtag 3-game losing streak. And then we got him talking about, yeah, get Coach Hughes out of here. He's a straight up bum. We got memes talking about we lost to a winless team and need to fire the coach. Come on now. We even got Skip Bayless chiming in, talking about just an absolute disgusting coaching display by the Blue Sharks. And there's no way we should have lost that game, which I kind of agree, but come on, Skip. It's our first year, man. We're still building. Give us a break. And then we got our guy, Marshawn Lynch, a Seattle legend, talking about, Coach, hey, hit my line. We got to talk about these L's. Now, listen, Beast Mode is talking. We might want to listen. But anyway, man, Coach Hughes has actually heard enough. He's heard enough. He's heard all the talk. He's heard all this. He's heard all that. And so he's actually going to take a page out of one of the Ghost playbooks and activate 0 Dark 30. So next game, we're going blackout. No nonsense, no chatter. We're not playing no games. And so we got ASU coming to Seattle, coming to our home turf, and we got to defend home because we just lost 3 games in a row, and 4, well, that just can't happen. So Shark Nation, let's go ahead and lock in. It is that time. It's game time. Let's go ahead and get it. Yes, sir, Shark Nation, it is game time, and we're getting ready for kickoff as Fenton is getting things lined up here in Seattle. It's a beautiful night, man. Blackout is engaged, and we're ready to play, man. We're ready to win, okay? And so Robert's going to take this kickoff to the right-hand side. He's going to make a spin. He's going to make a nice move, and he has nothing but green grass in front of him. But for some reason, his teammate wouldn't get out the way, and Edwards actually makes a phenomenal play in tracking him down to just about the 10-yard line. And so first play of the game, man, Arizona coming out punching. So after that nice play by Roberts on the return, man, they got the ball on the 9, starting off with great field position for their first possession of the game. So Bell's going to drop back to pass, and what do you know? He's going to find his man Roberts, and they let him go ahead and button that thing up. He should have scored on the kick return in all honesty, but they go ahead and give him the pass. Williams was nowhere to be found. He absolutely got beat on the slant. Roberts just big-bodied him into the end zone. Nice route right there, and ASU goes on the board first. The Sharks, man, looking like we're going to pick up where we left off. Still looking for answers. So here we go, man. Sharks on their first drive of the game. We got Lovelady dropping back to pass, scrambling off to his left. He's looking for Buckley over the top, and he connects with Buckley, who makes a nice catch on the sideline, but takes a big hit. And it appears he's got the injury, chest injury, and that's going to be interesting to see how that develops throughout the game, as Buckley is actually a big-time player for us. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, man, after that nice throw and catch, we got Lovelady dropping back to pass again. He's run out of time and just has to throw that one in the dirt and safely get it away. 2nd and 10. So here we go, man. Ball on the 46. Sharks looking to drive down the field and answer a touchdown. And we're going to hand off to Vincent, who's got a nice lane up to the left. And he gets to pass a first down, and he fumbles the football once again. And so that's looking like it's a common theme with this man right now. Fumble Rooski. And listen, with Edwards playing the way he's been playing, he's actually going to get in the game, man. We're about sick of these fumbles from Vincent. And so we're going to see Edwards make his first appearance on offense. He's going to take the direct snap to the right-hand side, makes a nice move, makes another man miss. He's got green grass in front of him. He's got a first down and then some. And this is exactly why we're putting this man in the game when we do. He's just a playmaker, man. I don't know what to tell you. Edwards is just an all-around dog, baby. First down, Sharks. Here we go. So we get an injury report update on Buckley. He's got a bruised sternum, but he will be back in the game, which is good news for us. So we got 1st and 10, ball on the 27. We got Lovelady going play action. He's got some time, scrambling around, looking for a receiver. It's not going to find anything and just going to have to dirt this one once again. And aside from that first play by Buckley, the Sharks wide receivers are having a little bit of a difficult time creating some space against these Sun Devils DBs, man. So we'll see how those matchups play out. But anyway, 2nd and 10, ball on the 27. We're going to go right back to Vincent, who's got some space. He cuts up the field and gets a first down and a little bit more, and he's trying to make up for that fumble, man. And so we got 1st and 10, ball on the 13. We're going to go right back to the well. Vincent to the left. He's got some room, and he gets it down to about the 1-yard line. So he's looking to gain some momentum and try to move past that first fumble. Anyway, we're going to go hurry up. Ball on the 1, and we're going to try to hand it right back up to Vincent, try to punch it in. But the corner comes flying out of nowhere and sends Vincent flying backwards. So the Sharks looking to punch this ball in the end zone. We got it on the 1-yard line. We're in I form. Got our big boys out. We're going to hand it to Vincent again, and he's going to finish this drive off with 6 points. So way to answer right there by the Sharks as Vincent goes and takes that thing up the middle and puts the Sharks on the board. So far, so good, man. The Sharks looking good in the all-black uniforms, which was actually inspired by a very popular football movie. If you know what movie it is, comment down below right now. But anyway, man, Sharks back on defense. Ball is on the 40. Bell's dropping back to pass again. He's looking for his receiver. He's going to find his tight end over the middle for a minimal gain, but it looks like they're going to throw a flag on this play. And they're calling pass interference on the backup linebacker who's coming in for Deuce McGee, Ricks. And he's trying to plead his case and saying, I don't know what you saw right there, but it wasn't me. And I might be in agreement with him. But anyway, man, they're going to give them that flag, and that's going to be a first down. So that's going to take the ball to the 48, 1st and 10, Sun Devils. And the Sharks defense really need to kind of make some plays here and put their stamp on this game. So Sun Devils are going to go with a screen off to the right to Byers, and he's going to actually lose yards as Williams comes up and blows that play up for a loss of 5. So just as we were saying, the Sharks defense needs to come and make a stamp. Here we go. So 2nd and 15, ball on the 43. They're going single back formation with Brian in the backfield. Bell's trying to audible and get his offense together. He's going to drop back to pass once again. He's going to look for his tight end. He's going to find him. And Williams is going to bring him down after a gain of only about 5 right there. So the Sun Devils looking at 3rd and 9. Sharks defense trying to implore these fans to get up on their feet, make some noise. We need to stop right here. Sun Devils in single back formation. Got to imagine they're going to throw the ball, and they do. Bell's going to drop back to pass. And Justice is going to come flying off the edge and get a sack on the quarterback. And that right there is exactly what we wanted to see from a Sharks defense. So nice job right there by the defense, holding Arizona to nothing and forcing them to punt. So we got the ball on the 14, Sharks second drive. And we're looking to try to go ahead on the boards here. We're going to hand off to Vincent up the middle, who's going to be met by about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Sun Devils and gets nothing. So now we're looking at 2nd and 10 on the 14. Lovelady by himself in the backfield. He's got an errant snap. He had to handle it. Drifting off to his left. He's looking for a receiver. He's got Higgins up top, but just overthrows him. And Higgins not able to track that one down this time. So now after a good stand by the Sharks defense, the Sharks are now looking at 3rd and 10 deep in our own territory. We got Lovelady back to throw again. And he had Vincent over the middle. And just butter-handed it. Drops a wide open pass and forces the Sharks to go ahead and punt. And on that last drive, man, we didn't really see too much of Glover. We might need to fix that. But anyway, 1st and 10 for the Sun Devils. They're going to go with a pitch off to the right-hand side. And Williams is going to come up and make another nice tackle. And that's actually going to take us to the end of the first quarter into the second. So now with the ball on the 45, Sun Devils, 2nd and 7, single back formation. Trying to go ahead in this game. Bell's going to drop back to pass. He's looking for a receiver, and he's not going to find anybody as the Sharks defense had that thing boxed up. So now we're looking at 3rd and 7. This crowd's getting into it once again. Play clock's winding down. Bell's going to drop back to pass once again. He's got all types of pressure. He's going to throw it to his right, and Williams once again comes up with a nice play right there. And so far in this game, he's having himself a pretty good game, and you love to see it from our senior cornerback, man. Good stuff by Williams right there. So Arizona State is forced to punt. They're going to go ahead and punt this thing off. Edwards is just going to clear the area and get out of the way. And they're going to call that a muffed punt after one of the Sun Devils batted it backwards and it hit one of our guys. And they call it a muff. I'm not sure if that's how that works. But anyway, man, we're going to have to play through. So they give him 1st and goal, ball on the 9 now. Great field position. And Bell's going to go play action. throwing to his right. And Matthews had 2 hands on that thing. You would have loved to see him come down with it, but nevertheless made a great play right there. And you can see he was helped out by Greer, who had some really good pressure on the quarterback. Even got a good hit on him right at the end there. And letting them know you're in Seattle and ain't nothing sweet. So anyway, man, 2nd and goal. They're going to go play action once again. Bell's rolling off to his right, and he finds Byers in the back of the end zone for a Sun Devils touchdown. And you can see, man, the play action did just enough to give their receiver a step on Edwards. And if you haven't noticed already, yes, Edwards is starting in place of Roberts, as we have seen enough of his mess. But anyway, man, Sharks got the ball back on offense. We're going to go shotgun. Lovelady's dropping back, looking for Higgins over the top. And Higgins had it for just a second, but the safety came down, made a good hit, jarred that ball loose. So now the Sharks looking at 2nd and 10, ball on the 23. Still haven't seen Glover. But anyway, we're going to go direct snap to Vincent, who's going to try to use some speed off to the right-hand side, and he does. Gets the first down, outruns the linebacker. Nice job right there by Vincent. Just getting to the edge, making a play. First down, Sharks. Like I said, man, we haven't seen any sightings of our main man Glover so far in this game. I don't know what's going on there, but we might want to fix that very soon. Anyway, Lovelady back to pass again, rolling off to his left. He's got Higgins wide open. Higgins makes a spin. Higgins got nothing but space. To the 10, to the 5, and that's a touchdown. Hey, forget Glover. We got Higgins, baby. Higgins goes in for a 66-yard touchdown. And after Higgins caught that pass, I'm telling you, he put that DB in an absolute blender. I mean, you can see it right there. Number 5 had no idea where he was at on the field. But good stuff right there by Higgins, man, making a big-time play when the Sharks needed it most. So the Sharks respond with a score of their own. The ball game is now tied 14-14. Arizona State's going to drop back to pass. He's got a receiver wide open on the left, but Edwards comes down and makes a phenomenal diving deflection to stop that play. And that's exactly why we put Edwards in this ball game. You might be thinking, oh man, you're gonna take Roberts out? Absolutely. What are you talking about? Anyway, man, 2nd and 10, ball on the 35. Arizona State is looking to march down the field. They're gonna go play action, looking for a receiver over the middle, and a nice touch pass to get over the Sharks linebackers and find his receiver right there for a first down. So here we go, man. The Sun Devils trying to put something together on this drive. The Sharks trying not to let that happen as they go to Roberts on a quick screen off to the left, who takes it up for about a gain of 4 right there. So we're looking at 2nd and 6. Just crossed the 50-yard line. Ball's on the 48. They're going to hand off to Brian up the middle, who's found some space. Makes a man miss, breaks another tackle, and is finally brought down by Hubbard after a nice run right there up the middle. And that gives the Sun Devils a first down and a little bit of momentum back in this game. So anyway, man, 1st and 10. It looks like they're going to go right back to the well. Hand off to Bryant. Bryant's going to make another man miss and get nearly to the first down. Another good run by Bryant, who's starting to heat up in this game. Might want to stop that early. Anyway, they're going to go play action and not be able to connect with their receiver as Troop made a big hit right there at the tail end of that play. 3rd and 1. They're going to hand off to Bryant once again, who's going to go up the middle and get brought down by Roberts right at about the 12. So like I said, man, Bryant's starting to heat up in this game, and we might need to key in on him just a little bit. But anyway, man, here we go. 1st and 10, ball on the 12 for the Sun Devils in the red zone, looking to punch this thing in. Sharks trying to stop him. They're going to go play action. Bell's going to find a receiver off to his left. He's going to break one tackle, and Edwards is going to beat him at the goal line, but not be able to stop him as he was just too strong and was not going to be denied. So Sun Devils go up 21-14 in this ball game, and the Sharks have got to answer once again late in the 2nd quarter. So Lovelady not able to find the receiver on the first down, so we got 2nd and 10. We're going to go for a pass again. We got Higgins up to the left-hand side. Higgins has got a foot race with the linebacker, and Higgins is not going to lose that one. We got another Sharks touchdown, 80-yard touchdown, catch and pass from Lovelady to Higgins. And this combination is looking lethal. As you see, Higgins just outrunning the linebacker right there. He was never going to get caught for another Sharks touchdown. And you love to see it, man. Our mascot going dum-dum over there on the sideline. Do your dance, player. So you love to see it, man. The Sharks go down the field in a quick fashion and tie this game up. Minute and 22 left in the 2nd quarter. And keep in mind, the Sun Devils did get the ball first. So if we can make a stop here, we may be able to put ourselves in good position as McKinley comes down and makes a nice play on the pass right there, leaving the Sun Devils with 2nd and 10 on their own 35 with a decent amount of time left. So here we go, man. 2nd and 10, ball on the 35. Play clock's winding down. Bell's going to drop back to pass again. He's got pressure. He's got a receiver wide open on the left-hand side, but thankfully he was not able to focus and catch that one because he would have had a whole lot of yards. But anyway, man, 3rd and 10. Bell's going to drop back to pass again. He's pressured. He throws to his receiver Moore, who comes down with the catch, but Williams is there for the tackle, and that forces Arizona State to punt the ball off to the Sharks with 1 minute and 3 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. We did have to burn the timeout there, so we got 2 timeouts in our back pocket as Lovelady goes play action to the right-hand side, and he finds Glover up the middle for the first time in this game, and it couldn't come at a better time. 1st down Sharks. And so we finally connect with our main man Glover. As you can see, the WX Sports Gear instant replay right there. Glover going up high and bringing that ball down. Sharks 1st and 10, ball on the 44, looking to punch that thing in before halftime. We would love to do that. Anyway, Lovelady's in some kind of trouble here. He's just going to have to get rid of it. And so after getting rid of that last pass there, avoiding the sack, we got 34 seconds left before halftime. 2 timeouts in our pocket. Going to go deep for Glover. He's got a one-on-one matchup. We like this. He's got a tip pass. Went for the 2nd catch, but not able to come down with it. And so now we're looking at 3rd and 10, still on the 44. 29 seconds left. Arizona State's going to blitz, but it's picked up well. Glover's going to get targeted once again and come down with the catch on the 30-yard line. And you can see, man, Glover is just too big a receiver to not make that catch right there. So anyway, man, Sharks go down the field. Ball is now on the 30. We had to spend another timeout right there, and so we've only got 1 left with 23 seconds left before halftime. Lovelady, the lone man in the backfield. X Factor going off the charts. Looking to try to make a big-time play for his team right here. Trying to tell the crowd he needs to lock in. He's going to look over the top for Glover once again, who had a step on the DB, but the DB actually made a nice play right there and deflected that pass away. So now we're looking at 2nd and 10, 19 seconds left before halftime, trying to put some kind of points on the board. We're going to drop back to pass again. Lovelady's buying some time with his feet, and he throws a dangerous pass over the middle who was deflected by the linebacker right there. So anyway, man, we're going to go pass again. Lovelady's going to scramble off to his right, looking for some time. And he's actually just going to take this one himself, pass the 1st down, and get out of bounds with 6 seconds left. So you love to see that from Lovelady. That's not a thing that he does often, but if you absolutely need him to, he can definitely run for a few yards. Anyway, that puts us in really good position right there with 6 seconds left, and we're actually just going to try to take these points and get out of this half with the lead if we can. And so Fenton lines it up. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Sharks take the lead just before halftime. And that was an excellent drive right there, man. Proper game management. Went down the field, got points, left no time on the clock. And with only 1 second left, Arizona State was going to try to make a Hail Mary pass and see if they can do something, but Ricks was having no part of it. And with that last big play right there, that is actually going to take us to halftime, where we'll get into our WX Sports Gear halftime report. All right, man, so we got a good game on our hands so far. The Sharks are up in this one at halftime, 24-21 on the Sun Devils. And I'll be honest with you, Sharks are looking pretty good in this game. We gave up a big play in the opening drive, a big kick return that ended up in an early touchdown for the Sun Devils. But ever since then, Sharks have looked pretty good and have actually dominated this game, with Higgins being a really big part of a lot of that success with 2 huge touchdowns coming off the arm of Lovelady, man. And Sharks defense has actually played pretty well in this game as well. Gave up a touchdown or 2, but nothing really to hang our hats about. Actually played really well. And so this is a change of pace. You know, normally in these types of games, Sharks don't always come out with the lead at halftime. So we like what we're seeing so far, man. We're gonna try to keep it up and see if we can come out with this win that we so desperately need. But anyway, man, if we get into our WX Sports Gear Player of the Half, like I mentioned before, it's going to be our dog Higgins. He is having one heck of a game with 146 receiving yards. And granted, he does only have 2 receptions, but them 2 receptions were tutties. And so if we're going to grade this man, we're going to go ahead and give my boy an A+, because listen, he's been playing one heck of a game. But anyway, man, listen, stay tuned after the game, because we will have a recruiting update that you do not want to miss. So now it's time to go ahead and get back into the second half. And the Sharks are going to start off with the football on the 20. Here we go. So first thing we're going to do is going to hand off to Vincent up the middle, who's got a nice run. He breaks through 1 tackle and finally gets brought down after some tough running. And he's letting them know it's first down. You see right there, the hole was just wide open up through the middle. As we take a look at our WX instant replay, and that's some good running right there by Vincent, who, in all honesty, is fighting for his position at this point. But you love to see it, man. Anyway, 1st and 10. Once again, we're going to hand the ball off right back to Vincent, who's going to take it up for a nice gain off to the right-hand side and drag a defender on his way down. So 2nd and 2. Ball on the 48. In shotgun, Lovelady's going to go play action. He's going to drift to his right, looking for some time. Not going to find it. He's just going to have to throw this ball away before taking a sack, leaving us with 3rd and 2. So here we go, man. 3rd and 2, ball on the 48. We're going to line up in shotgun. Edwards is in the ball game. Now we're going to go direct snap to Edwards, who makes a spin on the cornerback and gets right up to the line. I don't know if he got this first down, and they are going to mark him short. And so now we've got 4th and inches. Ball is on the 50-yard line. We got all of our muscle in. Going to try to go quarterback sneak with Lovelady, who, listen, man, I don't know if he got that, as we see an injured player for the Sun Devils. And there's still no indication of where they marked this football. And it does look like we did get the first down. So first down, Sharks. Didn't get it by much because the ball's still on the 50. But anyway, good stuff right there by Lovelady, picking up the first down. And then he's going to actually go and find Glover off to the left-hand side for a first down and then some. And that's a 3rd catch right there by Glover. Love to see him getting more involved in this football game. And so we're going to have Lovelady drop back to throw again. He's going to drift to his right. He's going to find Glover once again. And Glover's got some space off to the right-hand side. And he's going to win that foot race and get into the end zone for a 33-yard touchdown pass. And like I was just saying, you got to get Glover the football, man. He's a playmaker. He is a X factor for a reason. And you love to see it right there by 10, a.k.a. Big 10. Let 10 spin. Jared Glover, man, coming through for us once again. And that right there is going to put the Sharks up in this ball game by 10 points. Extra point was good, and so now scores looking 31-21. Sharks are up at home. Arizona State looking to answer. So first play of this drive, Bell's going to connect with Roberts once again for a nice gain of 5. So now we're looking at 2nd and 5, ball on the 40. Brian in the backfield. Bell's going to drop back to pass again. He's going to look for his receiver off to the right and not able to make that connection right there. And so now we're looking at 3rd and 5, ball on the 40. You can hear Shark Nation starting to get into this game on 3rd down as we try to make another stop. And we do, as Greer comes through the D-line and gets a sack. And that's going to force the Sun Devils to go ahead and punt the ball off to the Sharks offense, the dangerous Sharks offense, who are starting to roll in this second half. And so now we see here Arizona State's defense is starting to fold a little bit under pressure as we get defensive encroachment, giving us a free 5 yards. So now we got the ball on the 19. Vincent single back. Lovelady is going to drop back to pass again, rolling off to his right. He's in trouble. He's going to have to throw it away. He throws it away, but Glover still comes down with the catch just out of bounds. Not able to get his feet down. So now we're looking at 2nd and 5, still on the 19. Got a minute and 28 left in this 3rd quarter. Sharks up by 10, looking to go up by even more. We're going to go direct snap to Edwards, who's got a lot of space. A lot of space, a lot of speed. He's still running. And he's just going to safely go out of bounds after a huge gain right there. And you love to see it from Edwards, man. Just an all-around, can do it all. We love to see that from Edwards right there, man. Good run. Putting us on the 44, 1st and 10, getting out of bounds. So now we got a minute and 22 left in the 3rd. Edwards still in this ball game. Lovelady calling the shots. We're going to go play action. Lovelady has got some time. He's going to find Glover off to the left-hand side. Glover still running. And he finally gets brought down by the safety. But it wasn't until he had acquired quite a few yards. And our main man is starting to heat up just a little bit. And that's not what you want to see if you're a Sun Devils fan. But anyway, man, 1st and 10, ball on the 33. Sharks are moving and grooving. We're going to hand the ball off to Vincent, who's going to get stopped up at the line by Jude right there. So now we're looking at 2nd and 11. About 45 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Lovelady's in shotgun. Dropping back to pass. He's under pressure. He's going to have to run. And it's just going to have to get rid of this football. And we actually like some of the decision-making we've been seeing from Lovelady, man. Not taking as many sacks. Getting rid of the football when needed. Showing some growth right there. So anyway, 3rd and 11. Lovelady's back to pass once again in shotgun. He's looking over to the left-hand side. And he looked like he had his receiver, Higgins, right there. That looks like he just didn't see the football. But anyway, man, it looks like Coach Hughes is actually going to play this one a little bit more aggressive and go for it on this long 4th down right here. And so Lovelady is actually going to throw a ball up to Higgins on the left-hand side, which was well covered by the Sun Devils. And that's going to be a turnover on downs on our own 34. And so now the Sun Devils take over on offense. And they're going to go with a draw to Bryant, who gets nothing. He actually gets smashed right there as he was trying to sneak his way through the line. And we were not having any parts of that. So anyway, man, 2nd and 11, ball on the 33, clock winding down late in this 3rd quarter. Bell's going to drop back to pass again. They're going to go with a screen off to the left to Roberts once again, but McKinley this time was there and shut that down quickly. And that takes us into the 3rd quarter, into the 4th. Sharks up by 10. So here we go, man, 4th quarter. Bell's going to drop back to pass to his receiver White on the left-hand side, who actually makes a few men miss, and he's still running. And he is actually going to take this all the way into the end zone for a Sun Devils touchdown after navigating the Sharks defense, who just couldn't get a hit on him. And he takes that thing all the way in for 6. So just as we were saying, we had a 10-point lead in the 4th quarter. That's now cut down to 3. So the Sharks offense take the field once again with 3 minutes, 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter. We're in shotgun. Edwards is in this ball game to Lovelady's right. Going to motion Glover to the left and back to the right again. We're going to go direct snap to Edwards, who's got a little bit of space on the right-hand side. And he gets spun down after a good gain of about 7 right there. And so we want to keep this clock rolling. We got a 3-point lead late in the 4th quarter. We're going I-form here, 2nd and 3, ball on the 27, winding this clock down, playing some game management. We're going to run up the middle, and Vincent is going to be met by Sanders for a loss of 1 right there. So now the Sharks are looking at 3rd and 4. We've been 2 for 5 on 3rd down conversions so far in this game, and we just need to convert 1 more. So we go over the middle to Glover, and Glover comes down with it for a good 1st down, and to top it off, we get a face mask and adds 5 more yards to the end of that play. And you can see Arizona State's head coach a little bit frustrated, trying to talk to the ref, maybe slip a couple dollars in his pocket, but that's not going to happen, not on our home turf. Anyway, 1st and 10, man, ball on the 44, about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Sharks have a 3-point lead. I'm trying to take this one home. So anyway, we're going to hand off to Vince on the left-hand side, who's got a lane. He's got some space. He's stumbling, bumbling, and finally gets tripped up out of bounds by White. We would have loved to see him stay inbounds, which he actually does. They keep the clock running, which is great. And that gives us a 1st down. So taking this clock down under 2 minutes. Edwards back in the ball game. Is going to get a handoff right up the middle for a gain of 3. And the Sun Devils burn their first timeout late in this 4th quarter. So Vincent now back in this ball game, single back, going right up the middle, trying to get some tough yards as he gets about 2 right there. Forces the Sun Devils to burn their 2nd timeout, which is exactly what we wanted. So now we're looking at 3rd and 5. We're going to go direct handoff, direct snap to Edwards, who's got a lane off to the left. And he gets the 1st down and stays in bounds to keep this clock running. Good stuff right there by Edwards. Big time play. Absolutely had to have it. Sharks are looking pretty good in this ball game right now. So anyway, we're going to hand off to Vincent once again, who's going to shuffle up the middle for a gain of about 2. Now we're looking at 2nd and 8. Edwards is going to take this handoff up the middle as well, and he gets a 2 as well. And so we're just playing really scrappy right now, trying to run this clock out, and we actually get the Sun Devils to burn their last timeout. The 3-point lead left in this game is 3rd and 6, ball on the 22. If we can convert right here, we may be able to put this game away. So we go direct snap to Vincent, who fumbles the football. But thankfully we recover. And man, oh man, Vincent, my dog, that might be it for you for this game. We cannot have you fumbling our football this late in the game. So Coach Hughes is actually going to stay aggressive. Coming off of a 3-game losing streak, we'd absolutely need to win this game. All cards are on the table. 4th and 2, ball on the 18, 19 seconds left in the 4th. We're going direct snap to Edwards on the left-hand side, who is not going to get the line to gain. It gets brought down short. And that is a turnover on downs with 15 seconds left in this game. Now keep in mind, Arizona State does not have any more timeouts. So if the Sharks can make a tackle inbounds, we might have secured this game. So Bell's going to drop back the pass, and look who it is. Justice comes up with the sack on the quarterback, and with no timeouts left, this clock is still running. And I would imagine the Sun Devils are going to try to go hurry up, but there's only 3 seconds left on this clock, and I don't think they're going to be able to get another play off, and they don't. And the Sharks stand in the late seconds of the fourth quarter with a huge sack from Justice, and the Sharks walk away with a victory on our home turf that we so desperately needed, man. After coming off 3 tough losses, the Sharks finally win at home. There's some ups and downs in this game. Whole lot of trash talk, but listen, man, we just had to lock in and come away with the dub. Absolutely love to see it, man. Shark Nation, we are back. And so now we're going to take a look at the WX Sports Gear Player of the Game, and we're actually going to give this award to our main man, Coach John Hughes. Now listen, man, at the beginning of this episode, we already know he battled some adversity, had tons of haters chirping and talking all types of mess, calling for his job. Absolute craziness. But listen, man, Coach Hughes is one that is not going to back down from any smoke, as you already know. And so 1, we got haters silence. Number 2, we standing on business. And number 3, we won the game, which is ultimately all that matters. And so good stuff from our coach right there, man. We're absolutely proud of him. But now, Shark Nation, it is time to go ahead and take a look at this recruiting board as promised. And let me tell you, we got some dogs coming to the program. So check it out, man. We've already been introduced to the first round of commits, man, but now let's go ahead and take a look at this second wave of absolute dogs, man. We are super excited, I'll tell you this much. So let's get right into it, man. We got our guy Jamal Carter right here, a middle linebacker, standing 6'1", 210 pounds, coming in at a 3-star rating with a lot of upside. And listen, this kid right here reminds me a lot of Micah Parsons. I know that's a big comparison, but he is just like that. He's a guy that's always flying around the football field, just making plays everywhere, man. So we're super excited to have Jamal join the team, man, and try to have him do some really good things in this next year. So next up, man, we got our guy Alan Krause, who's a defensive tackle, standing 6'4", 252 pounds, and he is actually a transfer from Marshall. It's one of the first transfers we had in our program. And listen, this guy coming off the line is just, honestly, he's just a problem, man. He's got some of the best hands that I've ever seen on a defensive tackle. Swim move crazy, you know what I mean? And we actually can't wait to get this guy on the football field for the Sharks, seeing him in that shark blue uniform, because the D-line is actually something that we really need to work on. So we can't wait to get Cross on the field. So look, man, next up we got our guy Justin Credible, who's a running back, standing 5'11", 210 pounds, coming in at a 3-star rating. And look, man, when we looked at the scouting report for this kid, it only said 2 words: Shady McCoy. Now listen, man, I don't know if you know who Shady McCoy is, but basically this guy was untouchable in the open field, and this kid right here is dang near exactly like that. His highlight tape coming out of high school was impeccable. I mean, putting guys on blenders, breaking ankles all over the football field. A top-notch playmaker who we're really looking forward to seeing in that shark blue jersey making plays in Seattle. So next up, we got our guy Isaiah Tylers, D-tackle, standing 6'5", 280 pounds, coming in at a 5-star. Now listen, man, when we talked to his coaches, they all said the same thing. When he talks, you listen. This guy is a natural leader on and off the field, and an absolute menace on that D-line, man. Just very much Aaron Donald type, busting up the line. Will require 2 blockers at all times, and so we're really excited to get him on the field. All right, now taking a look at our next commit, we got Alex Hummel, who's a wide receiver, standing 5'9", 180 pounds, coming in at an even 2 stars. And listen, man, this guy right here is not the most imposing wide receiver as it pertains to his physical abilities, but listen, man, this guy is a precise route runner who is actually quicker than you might think, and he will definitely get the step on you if you're not paying attention. So this kid right here should be a good addition to our wide receiving group, and we're really excited to see him on the field. So now let's take a look at another commit, Derrickson Rodriguez Diaz, a cornerback, standing 5'8", 180 pounds, also an even 2-star rating. And the first thing you will look at when you think of this guy and you see him playing cornerback is, man, he might be a little bit undersized. Yes, that is true, but this is probably going to be the fastest guy we have on our field. Now, aside from that, there may not really be too much to write home about, in all honesty. He does need to improve on some of his actual cornerback skills, but hey, we're willing to work with him. You know, as we're a young program, we will definitely take all the help we can get. Now, if we look at our next guy, we got Billy Goat, who's a quarterback, standing 6'2", 187 pounds. And this guy is actually another transfer, so our second transfer here, coming from Colorado, where he was the backup to Shedeur Sanders. And if you know anything about the Colorado program, you know he probably wasn't going to see the field. But anyway, man, Billy Goat is actually a really good player. He's an uber athletic quarterback who will definitely has the ability to change the game at any given point. Now, he does have some things to work on with his ability to run. He needs to kind of focus on holding on to the football a little bit, as he's had some fumbling issues, but hey, we can work with it. All right, man. So if we take a look at our next recruit, we got our guy Steve Strong. He's an outside linebacker standing 6'1", 205 pounds. And this kid is coming in at a 4-star rating with some good upside. And listen, man, he's not going to be the biggest, fastest, or strongest guy on the field, but he will dang near be the smartest. He knows how to play this game of football. His awareness is off the charts. And he did double and play a little bit of tight end in high school. And so he has a special ability to catch the ball on the defensive side. So we're really excited to get him on the field. And now to wrap up this week's recruits, we got DJ Outlaw, middle linebacker, standing 5'10", 240 pounds, coming in at a 3-star. And listen, man, this kid right here is an absolute speedster on the defensive side of the football, and he will lay down the boom. You hear me? But look, man, that right there is going to wrap up this week's recruits. And listen, I've been trying to tell y'all, I've been commenting back. I've been letting you know we got some dogs in the way. But anyway, with that, I have to announce that the Sharks roster is full. So all remaining recruits are going to be assigned to either another scheduled school for next year or another school in the Pac-12. But look, man, there's still opportunity for you to see yourself in this game if you so choose. Although you might be in a different uniform on the other side of the field, you just might be the impact player to give the Sharks an L next season. So listen, man, comment down below if you still want to see yourself in the game. Like I said before, man, we're doing this just to have some fun, man. I hope you guys have been enjoying the series, man. I have been having a blast making this content for you guys, building this Shark program, man. Shark Nation, I love you guys, man. You guys are awesome. And we're going to keep building this thing. We're going to keep having some fun. But with that, man, that is going to wrap up this week's episode, man. Like I said, I hope you're enjoying it. And if you did, go ahead and drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel today, man. And remember, a little every day goes a long way. So once you take your first step, don't look back. I'm IC3, 3000 to be exact. I hope I see you guys in the next one. And if I don't, well, then go ahead and run this one back.